Good morning. I know what you're thinking. Mark, did you see that police chase last night in Los Angeles? And man, am I glad you asked, because yes, I did see that one last night. We're all fascinated with police chases out here. We are a car culture, and we are subject to more than our fair share of police chases. And I'm not the only one that's compelled and tuned into these things, because it breaks through every part of our regularly scheduled programming, and it's on every channel here in Los Angeles. So now we're all watching these car chases. So it's like kind of a communal thing, and especially with social media now, everybody's going, "Are you watching this? It's crazy, it's crazy." Well, this one last night was super insane. Really, really gnarly. And I've watched car chases last 5 minutes, and I've watched some be 6 hours when the car's run out of gas. It's gone from like Oxnard to San Diego. I've watched them all. And I don't condone these in any way. They're dangerous. Let me qualify that first and foremost. But there is a compelling aspect about these car chases, and I'm obviously not alone. It's kind of like watching a car accident before the car accident happens. And they're just crazy, man. They're crazy. I never understand why people do it, because you never, ever get away. You never, ever get away. And from my understanding, from what I heard about police code, it's an immediate year in jail no matter what. That's not negotiable. It's a year in jail on top of all the other charges one it normally has associated with a police chase, usually involving carjacking, stolen car, God knows whatever the hell else scandalous stuff you're up to. But you never get away. The announcers, everybody who are sort of commentating on the police chase, all the news hosts always saying, "It's not worth it. You never get away. What's the point?" And as I say, on these police chases, you never get away. You're putting people's lives in danger, your life in danger. They're just a really bad idea. And I don't know why people do this, because you constantly never, ever get away. Ever, ever, ever. Until last night. Last night was one of the crazier car chases I've ever seen. You know, this guy had a gun. He was driving so recklessly, putting so many people at risk. And it was just like you were on the edge of your seat, gasping every time this guy made a maneuver. He was driving on the wrong side of the street. He was driving on the sidewalk, almost hitting people in bicycles. And he was so ahead of the police, and they kind of like lay back a little so they don't really, get the driver all shook. So he's driving recklessly. This guy was just on one anyway. So he's driving crazy. And he was out in the valley. He was out in LA. He was all over the place. At one point, he stops and gets out of the car. Now, those who watch police chases know, once you stop and get out of the car, it's just a matter of time. Canine's coming, dogs coming, you're getting run down. Some of these cops are so jacked up and in shape, you're not outrunning them. They're ready to go. But this guy gets out, runs around, all the cops surround the car. He runs around the neighborhood. They can't really find him. The helicopter's losing him, so the news camera's losing him for a second. Next thing we see, the guy jumps back into the car he just got out of and takes off in front of 40 cop cars in front of him. Now, because of recent social movements, there's a different type of policing going on. Understandably, especially when the police know they're being filmed. It's a whole new ball game. So I think we're going to see a lot more of these, because, they're more reluctant to try a pit maneuver, try any aggressive behavior. And I understand that. It's hard to be a police. It's hard to be police these days. So the guy gets in his car and drives away, and we're on another police chase again. Okay. But again, like I said, you never get away, ever, ever, ever. So we're just waiting for this to end. Hopefully no one gets hurt. Hopefully everything is just ends like 99% of them do. The guy that gives up normally runs out of gas, whatever it is. Spike strips, all that stuff. But this guy goes down to downtown, and we lose him for a bit, because sometimes your view gets obstructed by the police helicopter, by a building, or they can't fly through the flight patterns of some airports, whether it be Van Nuys, Burbank, or LAX. So sometimes they'll lose the suspect. This time, dude pulls into underground parking in Los Angeles where there's a ton of, and it's super crowded, and it's kind of like a labyrinth down in a lot of the tunnels, down the parking down there, because, you know, they need so much parking and so much area because of the Staples Center, and there's so much going on down there with LA Live. This guy pulls into one of those joints, ditches the car, and gets away. Now, this is last night. I fully wake up this morning to hear, like, they caught the suspect after a couple hours and he's detained. Nope. Got up this morning. They're no closer. They've got nothing. Dude is gone. And for the first time in a long time, someone has escaped a police chase. Now, this is the anomaly and crazy for a normal police chase, but because of the new way we're sort of living in society, and people watching this guy get away, I don't know. Stay tuned, man. I think we're going to see some more of these, unfortunately, because they are, you know, they're scary, man. But look, this is just musings from a crazy old man. And I would just, like I said, these police chases, normally, you never get away until last night. All right. Back to your regularly scheduled programming now, and I wish you all nothing but the best. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you, but I probably will, because I got to give you love and let you know I'm thinking about you. All right, take care.